It's excellent. All right, you going? Okay, so today we're here with, what is your name?
Yeah, my name is Ojok.
Ojok.
I'm from Uganda.
Really?
And I'm a Fulbright Humphrey Fellow at Cornell, and I volunteer a few hours of my time, and on Saturdays
Here.
I come and do some voluntary work.
Yeah, and that's kind of what caught our attention too, because we saw the sign outside, but obviously we're new to this. So can you, I guess, explain what it is that you help do here? What is Christian Science? Like, I guess what is the purpose of this building? Again?
Well, so this building is a reading room,
Right.
yeah. So anybody can walk in, and for 5 minutes, that's the minimum we request that you sit down and read. And what are you reading? You are reading to find questions to life, but from a spiritual point of view, right? Why do we exist? How can we learn to pray? How can we read and understand the Bible? How can we be kinder? How can we be more loving? How can we fight different kinds of addictions? How can we create stronger bonds of relations? How can we make the world more human? So when you come here, you try to find answers, not conclusive, of course, because these are questions whose answers are very personal and vary from one person to the next.
I guess, how would you explain what Christian Science is? I mean, because everyone's heard Christianity, but we hadn't either. But you said it's like pretty much the same as Christianity, but I guess what's the difference, Christian and then Christian Science?
Well, so Christian Science is Christianity, really. So it's a spiritual kind of journey that centers the teachings of Jesus Christ. But fundamentally, what is most important about Christian Science is that we, as individuals, but with the love of God and the guidance is infinite love, we can be guided to know ourselves much better. We can be guided to keep on discovering God and the love of God much better. And to do this, many times you do not need people, to keep telling you about God and His divine love and mercy, but it is an experience that you must have for yourself. And so what Christian Science then really tries to provide is the opportunity for people to nurture their relationship with God, for people to have very personal experience about their spiritual life. And we believe that this is the best way to strengthen a person's journey for spirituality.
And is this, when you say that it's an individual's own journey and that obviously you encourage reading, is this, I guess, as opposed to, for example, a typical mass with a priest maybe reading, kind of interpreting the Bible for you, is the idea that you don't really need that, and it's more so through self-study that you can book.
Yeah, but ultimately, of course, self-study is still premised on biblical teachings and the teachings of Jesus Christ. But also, most importantly, in the 1800s, the one named Mary Baker who is in many ways regarded as the visionary, or as the founder of the Christian Science, well, just, well, I don't want to call it tradition, religion, but, the Christian Science faith. She, based on our experience of studying and interpreting the Bible, she also tries to, in many ways, write personal reflections and studies. And so alongside the Bible and the what we call the Christian Science Handbook, so which is basically these personal reflections of somebody, who studied the Bible, who prayed and healed the sick. We try to work with these two texts as our Bible, so to speak. And when we go to church, that is what is read. For instance, and in all churches around the world, it's the same Bible verses that are being read. For instance, this Thanksgiving month, what is going to be read on tomorrow in all churches around the world will be, these Bible verses with its attendant readings taken from what is called the Christian Science.
Yeah. So you also engage with the, I guess, your own text is, I forget her name, but that woman's, it's kind of Mary Becker's thoughts on the Bible and the Scripture.
Yes, yeah. So it's basically everything around the text is still about the Bible, and just fundamental human values of love, kindness, a stronger relationship.
So is it fair to say that, I guess, you study or you focus on what would be called her interpretation of the Bible?
No. Still, it is the Bible. The Bible still remains the central text. Everything else is secondary.
So what is, I guess, her text? What does it consist of then? Because,
well, it is interpretation,
okay,
and understanding. Yeah, but again, even when you read our text, you must juxtapose it. You must read it alongside the Bible. But even our text basically is maybe if she feels that there was a need for some nuances to be added, maybe certain things to be understood, she elaborates on this, but still uses the Bible, as the premise upon which thoughts spring.
So it's still focused based on the Bible. There's maybe some new thoughts, new ideas to consider as well.
Yeah, but as I said, it's still really premised on the Bible. Yeah.
And I guess you yourself, how did you discover Christian Science? I guess what led to you, I guess, coming about here? Like, how did you?
Oh, that's a beautiful question. So I'm not actually a Christian Scientist. Well, I'm not registered. I'm not a documented member of the faith. As I said, at Cornell, and I have millions of questions I do not have answers to, and that led me to going to churches, about dozens of them around Ithaca. But also premised on the fact that I have always considered myself a free thinker. I mean, I haven't gone to church back in my country for decades. But when I came to Cornell, and I started immersing myself in fundamental philosophical questions, I guess, about life and meaning, existence. And in one of my random walks, I saw this church, and I found on a Sunday, found 3 people, and I went in, and I was just enthralled by the fact that, nobody was telling me how to behave. It's like the pastors during church, and reverence, and and basically readings. So for a long time, even when I read the Bible as a long time ago, as a student, perhaps studying divinity and religion, I started going back to the Bible again, reading it, and sort of it made more meaning, I guess, and I understood it much better. I started learning how to pray, not shout, not want to be heard, but just be calm to myself, reflect, and it's a journey, really, not a destination.
Do you mentioned you're a Fulbright scholar at Cornell? Do you study theology or something related to religion, or
No,
that you study?
No, I didn't study religion at Cornell. I am at the Global Development Department. So I'm a development scholar and practitioner. In Uganda, I run a development project, and as part of my work, I am here at Cornell as a Fulbright scholar to do research on rural futurism.
Got it.
Yeah.
And so you come here on Saturdays for a few hours, but that is your, I guess, main work.
Yes. Yeah. My main work is is research and work back in Uganda and writing. Completely things that are not in any way religious.
Yeah. So I always forget, is Uganda, is it near Rwanda?
Yes, Uganda borders Rwanda, Kenya, Tanzania.
Do you know that? I have a friend, he's from Rwanda, he's same year as me.
Is he at Congo?
Yeah.
Cornell, same to me.
Sam Sango. And he has an organization back in Rwanda. I think it's called the FCO Rwanda, the Future of Children organization, something about providing education.
Yeah.
I don't know how, obviously it's hard to, when he's here to be involved to the same degree, but I think it's maybe somewhat similar to what you're doing. So
yeah, will be great. I run at school as well. So
yeah,
it'll be good.
I think he likes talking to people too. So I think you would
I'm not going to give you my business card.
Okay. And I guess we'll do one question kind of unrelated. What advice would you give to your younger self?
My younger self, live life to the fullest, discover new things, meet new people. Have experiences that you won't regret. That I wish I did this, but don't destroy yourself. Don't do drugs. Don't smoke. Don't destroy your biological self and mental self as you enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I think that's a good note to end on. Thank you again for doing this interview, and it was nice speaking with you.
Appreciate it. Thanks.